morning at 9:15 on ZIZ Radio. Join us.
All right, it's that time. We got to get into some policing with you. Before I do so, just want to let the folks over in Molineux area know that there will be a fluctuation of electricity over there today. So it's already started from what I just heard from my good friend Rita. That's the mayor of Molineux. Sorry. Yes, Molineux. Yes, Molineux. I almost said mansion. Okay, so that's the mayor of Molineux there. So that the electricity is out for maintenance purposes. And so, of course, it's a hot day. So I hope she gets some way of maybe a bag of ice might work. Okay, so I want to say good morning, a very special good morning to the officers in the studios this morning. Good morning.
Good morning, Ronnie.
Good morning.
Good morning, Ronnie Rascal, and to the listening audience, listening on the ear.
All right, you are here, and today we are going to speak about what now? What's on the agenda for today?
Yes, radio listeners, this morning we are going to speak about the Police Cooperative Credit Union. We should have had the manager in this morning, but unforeseen circumstances, she's unavailable. So I bring one of the other members or board of directors who will come and shed some light on some of the issues or questions that you may have, and also to take part in our discussion.
And before we go any further, please introduce yourself. I always ask the guests to do so.
Radio listeners, I am your host, Inspector Shauna Francis Edwards, and I have here as my guest, Inspector John Bergen. He is not a new person to policing with you. He was here recently and he's back here again in a different capacity. And I always welcome my counterparts to share in educating the public on whatever message that we have to send out.
I'll let you take it away.
Bergen.
Thank you, Madam Radio host. Good morning, listening audience. My name is Inspector John Bergen. I'm a director at the Police Cooperative Credit Union. My current position on the board of directors is assistant treasurer. It's always a pleasure to be here at ZIZ, in the studios, on radio, policing with you. So I'm happy to be here this morning again to discuss the works of the Police Cooperative Credit Union.
Right. Thank you, Inspector Bergen, for the introduction. Now, we always have letters and short names for things or institutions or even people. They have aliases. So the Police Cooperative Credit Union, the acronym is PCCU. So once you hear PCCU, you know that means the Police Cooperative Credit Union. Mr. Bergen, could you give us a little background on the Police Cooperative Credit Union? Like when we started and who were the founders, and the little history on it.
Okay, I'll try to do justice.
Thank you.
The Police Cooperative Credit Union, or PCCU, was initially registered as a cooperative on the 20th of January 1984 under the then Cooperative Societies Act No. 2 of 95. We are presently registered under the Cooperative Act No. 31 of 2011. The PCCU emerged from the humble beginnings in 1994 under the leadership of then Commissioner of Police Mr. Stanley V. Franks and also co-founder Mr. Felix Hodge. The society, it was intended initially for police officers. However, in 1989, because of its positive impact and potential over the 5 years, the operations, its services were extended to prison officers, regular fire and rescue officers, members of the St. Kitts Nevis Defense Force, and police officers and their spouses. children, and auxiliary staff. So the credit union over the years have even though it was close-banded, we continue to develop, and presently we'll talk more about that. Close-bandedness.
Yes. Thanks, Morgan, for the little history. As you mentioned, it was like a close-knit family, just police officers, and then eventually we started opening to other persons in the community and in St. Kitts and Nevis. So could you tell us what is the status now in terms of how far we have opened?
Okay, yes, definitely. As I indicated earlier, I was about to indicate that we were a close-banded credit union, meaning that we were restricted to the number of persons I mentioned from the different agencies.
Law enforcement
agencies. Right. As of October of last year, the board of directors and management took a decision to release the ban and open up to the general public. And so we have now opened up to members of national security, members of the ministries of national security, for example, NEMA, Ministry of Legal and Justice Affairs, Justice and Legal Affairs, and the general public can now come in and access, do business with the Police Cooperative Credit Union, because we realized over the years, because of the close-bandedness, we were somehow stunting our development
and growth.
Yes,
right.
And so with the number of international standards now that we have to comply with, we had no other choice but to open up to the general public. So now the general public can now come into the Police Cooperative Credit Union office, located at the C.E. Daniel building, or the E.C. Daniel building, located on Kearn Street, next to the 4th Street Victoria Road gas station, right in that tall 3-storage building.
Okay. So how does one become a member of you are encouraging us now because it's open? How do we out there in the community become a member of the Police Cooperative Credit Union?
Right. So there are certain obligations that any member of the public has to meet in becoming a member of the Police Cooperative Credit Union.
Yeah.
And of course you have to have your IDs, proof of address, and so we ask members to become a member. You must have a qualifying share of 250 shares.
Mm-hmm.
One share is valued at $5 EC. So in total you will have to pay 250 times 5, which is $1,250 EC to become a member. One can also be an account holder.
Mm-hmm.
And we have different accounts, saving accounts at the Police Cooperative Credit Union. We have regular savings, we have youth savers, we have a number of other savers, saving plans at the Police Cooperative Credit Union. But in order to be a member, you must have that qualifying 250 shares.
Okay, let's say that I'm a young officer who just come in. I wouldn't have that amount of money to go into shares, so how do I build from there?
Okay, so good question, and we are flexible in our services and operations. And if for example a young recruit, a young soldier, a young fire officer wants to become a member of the Police Cooperative Credit Union, he can just come into one of our service reps, access a small loan, or there can be a plan that officer can be, him or her can be qualified to become a member. So for example, we can afford you a loan, a small loan to make you a member, and then you will have to have, because one of the things we encourage is thrift, saving through thrift. And so saving is one of our most important principles of at the Police Cooperative Credit Union, and it's amazing over the years we have seen so many of our officers have good savings at the Police Cooperative Credit Union. You know, and so we encourage officers to save, but back to the question of the leeway in which a new member can automatically become a member by the
Accessing the loan
Yes,
and encourages savings.
yes.
Okay, let's say that I do not want a loan. Can I save accordingly towards becoming a member over time?
Of course, that's another option as I just indicated.
Okay.
You know, we encourage thrift, saving, and so that is one of the ways. That's another option that you can also acquire in becoming a member.
Okay. Thank you very much, Inspector Bergen. You were naming some of the services that we offer. Are there any promotions that are running currently? And you can add in whatever services that you might have missed as well.
Yes. The Police Credit Union is presently running the Fresh Start program.
Fresh Start. Okay.
It's a Fresh Start. It's a three-prong Dream, Build, Restore.
Okay.
It has three different areas that you can apply for a loan facility. You can apply for a loan to build from scratch a mortgage. You can apply for repairs to your home. You can apply to reconsolidate. So
Okay.
that is the three-prong approach that we have employed since last year. It's been going well. We have seen great reviews from this project, and we want to encourage members of the public, our young officers, our young soldiers, our young fire officers who have lands and who have plans to build, or who have lands and is struggling to pay for it. We can provide you with a loan that will help you to pay off your land, and if you have potential to build on it, yes, we provide those facilities as well.
Okay. With reference to that Fresh Start program, is this in partnership with another institution? NHC.
We have approached the NHC. As you're aware, the government has rolled out a program, a home building program, and we wanted to be a part of that because we have a lot of young officers who are looking for better pathway in their life development, and we have reached out to NHC, and NHC have gladly partnered with us to provide homes for our officers, for our members, and it has drawn great reviews. We have a number of persons who have applied through that facility.
All right. So now we have young officers who can now have their dreams come true.
Yes.
Finally realize their dream, because it's hard out there sometimes even to go to the banks to get loans. And if we have a partnership with another institution, it sort of makes it a little easier on us.
Most definitely, Director.
All right.
Most definitely.
Okay. Are there any other new features on the horizon that we may want to embark upon?
We are looking at other products. For example, we are trying to see how we can have certain products that would help our members. For example, we have just rolled out a new platform. We are looking at online banking.
Yes.
As one of our
New features.
new feature, because we have to have that digital footprint in this space that we are operating. We must have that digital footprint, and so we are encouraging our members. We have just at our recent AGM, we have launched our new platform, and we're encouraging members to log into our new PCCU platform, and encourage us to get involved in mobile banking. Right? We're also looking at products like one second. We're looking at products like checking accounts, for example. You know, you would realize now that we're having the electronic age or the technology. We are really in the technology. Yes, we have to have. We are going cashless. And so checking accounts is another way of not having to worry yourself about cash. You know, so the world is going cashless, and so we want to be relevant in the space that we are operating in, and so we're excited about this opportunity.
Okay. Thank you very much, Bergen. We will take our break now, and when we come back, we entertain questions from the general public and the radio listeners out there.
Tune in for Policing with You, a half-hour radio program every Thursday morning at 9:15 on ZIZ Radio. Join host as he focuses on crime, factors contributing to criminal activity, crime prevention, and how the community can assist the police in reducing crime. It's Policing with You every Thursday morning at 9:15 on ZIZ Radio. Join us.
The biggest party in sport is back for 2023. And the St. Kitts and Nevis Patriots will need your support at Warner Park. CPL will be bigger, better and louder than ever before. And this year, the Patriots are ready to bounce back and claim the title once again. The games are between the 23rd and 27th of August. Get your tickets now at cplt20.com.
Brilliantly taken.
Join the party. Experience cricket played louder.
Are you ready for the summer? Need a plan like no other. Stay connected when you're on the go.
Sign up for internet and get 1 month free, plus a chance to pay $0 for the rest of the year. Plus, get a chance to win free data, gas vouchers, $500 cash weekly, grocery vouchers, Fed tickets, and more.
Switch over to Flow.
Okay, we are back and we await your calls. Don't forget the number you call is 465-2555. If you have any questions here for the officers today, give us a call.
All right. Yes, welcome back to Policing with You. Your host, Inspector Shauna Francis Edwards, and my guest, Inspector John Bergen. And we are continuing with the questions regarding the Police Credit Union. It's a conversation, really, and you're free to call in and take part in the conversation if you so wish. Okay, Mr. Bergen, the credit union, you mentioned that it was founded. Good morning, caller.
Good morning, Miss, and good morning, Mr. Bergen.
Morning.
Good morning.
And everyone in the studio.
Good morning.
Yeah. I love the idea that you all have a credit union. So that means I only can come and credit, I can deposit nothing. That's question number one. And some time ago, the police credit union had some problem within the office. And we were told publicly that the money and the receipts, they were not balanced together. Mm-hmm. And we know that no hurricane or no tornado went in there and mashed up and blew out everything out of India, and nobody held up in there and robbed the place. So that was that blame was put on who's supposed to be responsible in there for checking the money and make sure everything is balanced. Well, my question is this: was who accused of that money? Were they charged? Yeah, were they charged? And if not, why not? And did they pay back whatever money was missing? If not, why not? That's the question I would like to ask. So I'll listen after you.
Thank you very much
Okay.
for your question. Yes, the credit union is a credit union, but you can also save. If you were listening earlier, you would have heard about the different savings and different services that we offer at the credit union. Of course, we encourage savings. We do that because we want at the end of the day you can have something to say, I work hard for this and I put it up for a rainy day. So we do encourage savings, and we have savings. It's not just credit. And for the second question, Mr. Bergen.
Thank you, Madam Host. Yes, caller, we do have also, in addition to the savings account, we have deposits accounts as well. So if you have a 25,000, a 50,000, 100,000, you can access a fixed deposit account at the Police Cooperative Credit Union. So we do have savings and deposits accounts.
Okay.
In relation to your second question, there was no money missing from the credit union, first and foremost. The matter is still sub judice.
Under police inquiry.
Yes, the matter is still sub judice, and so it's in the courts and as we speak. But there was no money missing from the Police Cooperative Credit Union.
Thank you, Mr. Bergen. Good morning, caller. You're on.
Yeah, good morning. I have a question.
Yes, please.
If you want to open an account, let's say you have $10,000. Interest is paid monthly, by half year or whole year. And what kind of interest $10,000 on an account in the credit union would attract? I'll listen off here.
Okay. Go ahead, Bergen.
Thank you for the question, caller. Yes, we do have. I think we do have the most attractive rates presently amongst all the credit unions in the Federation, and I would dare say banks as well, in terms of our savings account. Our interests are paid quarterly on savings account at a rate of 3% per annum. So we do have the best saving interest there is in the Federation.
In addition to that, it depends on what kind of savings, because we have something called regular savings, we have something called deposits. The deposits will attract less than that, but the regular savings is where you get the 3% on your earnings.
We also have the Youth Savers account. Youth Savers, persons under the age of 18.
Yes.
And so that account attracts a 4% interest rate quarterly.
Well, let me add some additional information to that. With the Youth Savers, it's from, let's say, from the child is a year, go all the way up to 16 years. But if the child is still in school,
okay,
then
yes,
it continues until the child finishes school. So if you go to CFB and the child is 17, 18, it's still covered by the Youth Savers and get the 4%
Yes.
interest. Okay?
Yes.
Good morning, caller.
Let me turn on my radio, please. Yes, good morning.
Yes, good morning.
I'm here listening to the program.
Could you raise your voice a little?
I am here listening to the program.
Thank you, yes.
And what came to my thought to ask a question about is digital currency. Is the credit union involved in that, or would they be involved in that? As I heard the gentleman speak about cashless. So, could I get some enlightenment of your involvement.
Okay, thank you for your call.
Thank you, caller. As I indicated earlier, yes, we have launched our website. There are a number of features that our members can access. We are operating in a space, as I said earlier, that we're seeing everyone now is going cashless, and we have to get up to the time, and so we are looking at mobile banking as one of our ways to assist our members. For example, in paying bills, in checking your accounts,
Filling applications.
Loan applications, mortgages, and those features that our platform is geared to offer to our members. So yes, we are getting there, one step at a time, because it's important.
Yes, it is.
It's very important. Everybody is going to leave us, and so we have to really stay on top of things.
Okay, thank you. Right, let's continue. Well, good morning, caller.
Yes, good morning, madam. Good morning to everybody.
Yes.
Good morning.
When is the credit union is going at any point in time to build their own headquarters? And if so, when? Due to the fact that money was set aside years ago for that purpose, are they willing to do such thing, and when? Thank you.
Thank you, caller.
Thank you for the call, caller, member. Yes, it is in our best interest. We have been doing some hard work over the last couple of months. We have constituted a building committee. That committee, I am aware that they had a meeting just recently on Monday of this week, and they are working assiduously to identify a space in Bastia, in and around the city center, to have at least a groundbreaking ceremony before our 40th to commemorate our 40th anniversary, so that we can have our own home, our own building. It's been long overdue, and we're really pushing. This board is working very hard to make that a reality in commemoration or before the 40th anniversary. So yes, we need our own building, we need our own identity and space, and we are going to deliver for our membership for this coming 40th anniversary.
Okay, thank you. Good morning, caller.
Good morning to you all. By name, I'm not sure because I didn't turn my radio on earlier. I just turned to the station. However, I have a question. First of all, I do know in the past, the only people who could have been members of the credit union, the police credit union, was police officers. Is it that way now, or you're offering the service to the general public? Are you?
It's been offered to the general public now. It's been open from October last year.
My other question is final question. Now, how do I get information or being a member, and what should I and where go to find out all that I need to ask about credit union, because I may be interested?
Okay, you come to the credit union office. It's on Keon Street next to Westside gas station there.
Yes.
Sorry, Victoria Road gas station.
Top of 4th Street. Yes.
You're right at the top of 4th Street. The E.C. Daniel building.
That's you.
Right,
That's
it's on the second floor right there.
You
so come there and you speak to one of the service representatives, and they will guide you accordingly.
Thank you very much. You're welcome. Have a good day. Goodbye.
Okay, bye.
Just to add, caller, our office hours are 8 to 2 in the week, Monday to Thursday, and 8 to 3 on Fridays. Or you can call to make an appointment. Number 869-465-9554. for any information that you would like to access at the Police Cooperative Credit Union. We have a very professional staff there, and they are ready and awaiting anyone who walks in and wants to become a member of the PCCU. Thank you.
Thank you very much for that additional information, Mr. Bergen. Right, so you mentioned a lot about this 40th anniversary.
Yes.
Right, we know that the credit union has been providing service to its members and to the federation on a whole, because I mean a lot of people benefit from it, even though they may not be members of the credit union, but a lot of people would have benefited from it. So for 40 years, what are some of the plans that we are going to put in place for this milestone?
As you're aware, 40 years is not 40 days, and a lot of persons have contributed, dating back to our founding members, Mr. Stanley V. Franks and Mr. Felix Hodge.
Right.
A lot of persons have invested, have volunteered their services, you know, and we have built a multi-million-dollar credit union over the last 39 years.
True.
So I like to say that we are not a penny halfpenny bank anymore. And so we are about to celebrate 40 years. These celebrations are going to start as early as September to commemorate our 40th anniversary on Saturday the 20th of January 2024. Some of the, and just now we are going to be rolling out a slogan competition. So our members are going to be engaged in this competition to come up with a theme or slogan to commemorate our 40th anniversary. That is going to be first and foremost. We are going to be engaging our members in terms of having special general meetings leading up to the anniversary date. We're going to be having outreach, we're going to be having membership appreciation, and then the week of activities, of course, you know, we're going to have started off with a church service. We're going to have award ceremony. We're going to have outreach going to, you know, yes, of course. And so we're going to celebrate in a big way this 40th anniversary. So still we want to encourage members of the public. You heard about the Police Cooperative Credit Union, and you have any need that we can assist you with, feel free to walk into our offices down at Keon Street and access whatever business you want to.
Okay, thanks, Bergen. Seems like it's going to be a hectic end of the year and beginning of the new year for the credit union.
Most definitely. I want to say a big shout out to management and staff there at the office. Without them, you know, they continue the daily operations. Our general manager, Mrs. Melicia Phillip, and her hard-working staff. We are so appreciative of what you do on a daily basis to keep us relative in the space that we are operating in. We say a big thank you to each and every one of you. We thank also the directorship and members of the executives, the credit committee, and also the supervisory committee, and you, the members, for continuing to put your faith in us to ensure that we stay relevant in this space.
Well, Mr. Bergen, you just gave a vote of thanks. so you're stealing my thunder here.
Oh my, sorry.
But that's fine. That's fine. That's how it is when you are passionate about the things that you believe in. So you just have to make sure that people understand, hey, this is how I feel about it, and I appreciate it, and I want you to know that. And that is real nice. That is real sweet.
Yes.
Right, so we are just wrapping up now. We looked at the history of the Police Credit Union, features that we have, savings, our 40th anniversary, how you can become a member. All these things, take them into consideration for your next set of business. Choose the Police Cooperative Credit Union. We are able and we are willing to assist you every step of the way. For home ownership, we know that it is a big challenge for a lot of persons because based on their salary, they may not be able to afford. But come in, speak to us, and we will see how we could best chart our way for you so that you can own your dream home. Okay? Thank you very much for participating on our show today. Join us again next week on Policing with You, where you will have a different host. Thank you very much, Inspector Bergan, for the time that you spent
Pleasure was
here
mine.
with me.
Thank you so much as well, and thanks to Ronnie for affording us the opportunity. ZIZ, thank you.
Yes.
Thank you for coming.
Thanks, Ronnie.
That keeps us separated. Tell me what you think about equal rights for all.